Listen, we in the war. You understand that? While you smoking, they planning on to destroy you. You understand? They teaching their kids to destroy your kids.
Right. That's right. Right.
Do you understand that?
That's right.
But you sitting up there smoking. Do you got kids? You want the kids? You don't want no kids? All right, it's fine. You want a wife, don't you? Right? What if you have? You can't stop it. If God wants you to have a baby, guess what? It's gonna happen.
That's
you're gonna
right.
have sex, right? Yeah. So if that baby comes, you gonna not worry about it? No, you're gonna care about it, right? Give me that Ephesians 5. You know what I want? Ephesians 5 and 11, 9, 6 and 9. Yeah. Start at verse 10. No, 11. Read that. Listen to this.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and verse 11. Put on the whole armor of God.
You hear that? He said, put on the whole armor of God. The whole armor, right? Read.
That ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Against the what?
Against the devil.
Against the wiles, meaning the tricks. The tricks of the devil. Weed is one of them. Drugs is one of them.
That's right.
While you repairing your mind, they keep them growing and getting stronger. You understand? He brought out the scriptures earlier about how they keep them prosper through our sin.
Right.
Smoking that weed, smoking cigarettes, it's sin.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Get your mind right. Read on.
Verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
We don't wrestle against flesh and blood. You understand that? We don't fight against physical. They doing things in what we can't see. They have a secret means how to destroy us.
That's right.
You understand that?
Bring it out.
We don't own planes. The drugs came in the 80s, right? The early 80s.
Bring it out.
Drugs, cocaine and crack cocaine came in our communities. They put it here. And they left it here to destroy us.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Drugs, guns, they left it here to destroy us.
Plain up.
Read.
But against principalities.
Against what?
Principalities. Against powers. Against the rulers of darkness.
Against the rulers of darkness. Against the rulers of sin.
That's right.
Do you understand that? They want you to go back home and smoke weed. We telling you the answer. Finish that.
Against the rulers of darkness of this world. Against spiritual wickedness.
Against what?
Against spiritual wickedness.
God ain't going to dwell in you, brother, if you smoking weed.
Right.
I'm just telling you straight. You got to stop.
Right.
You can't stay like this any longer. Read.
In high places.
Get it. Read it again.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
So we don't wrestle, we don't fight against flesh and blood. You understand that, brother? We fight against things we don't see. See that the person who put that weed, our people put that here? No, who put that here? Right. But guess who going to jail for it? No, brother, we going to jail for it. We going to jail, they get slaps on the wrist. They come in bringing pounds and pounds and pounds of marijuana, kilos and kilos. They get paid, bro, to destroy us. Do you understand? We make up the jails. 85 to 90% of jails is Hispanics and blacks.
Right.
So you saying they put it in there, but they ain't going to jail. But they put it in here. That's that spiritual wickedness.
That's right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? We just accepting that. Get that in Deuteronomy. Get that in Deuteronomy 10 and 12. You know what I want? Yeah. You know what I want? Not Israel.
That's right.
Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel.
You hear that? You know you're Israelite, right? He went through that with you. You know you Israel, right? Hey, brother, you know you Israelite, right? Read.
What doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
He said, what do God require of you? God requires you of something of you. What's your name? David. He requires something of you. What's your name again, brother? Pedro. God requires something of you. Do you know what that means? He has something for you to do. You have to do something. Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
You have to fear God. Right? And it's going to explain how to fear God. Read.
To walk in all his ways.
You got to walk in his ways. And one of his ways is not smoking weed.
Right, right.
Because I'm going to tell you what weed does. Weed take you off your game.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Hold it and get sober-minded. It takes you off your game. You understand what I'm saying? Read that real quick. You got it?
The book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 2. That the aged man be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity and in patience.
Read it again.
The book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 2. That the aged man be sober.
Be what?
Be sober.
Be sober. We have to be sober-minded. Why? Because we're in a spiritual war. We don't have time to be clowning around playing. I'm tired of living like this. Are you happy to be in the ghetto? No. So when we're trying to tell you, get with your brothers. We're your brothers. We ain't your enemies. We're your brothers. Do you understand that? How are we going to fight against each other? We brothers. When we came on them ships, we was together. But so what happened? What happened to us? Now we Crips, Bloods, Hood. I'm not from here. You know what I'm saying? So I already don't understand all the, you know what I'm talking about, the gangs, all the different gangs. Why is that? Why are we killing each other? Why we hate each other? You tell me. You tell me we brothers we came on a ship, but now today we looking at each other like enemies. You tell me why. You see that? The so-called woman has done a beautiful job.
Right. That's right.
He done a beautiful job. He put odds against us, right? And we don't even know why. We don't even know. We don't even know what's doing it to us.
Right.
Yes, it's these drugs, drunkenness, not being sober, not keeping God's commandments. You understand what I'm saying? You have to take it serious. You can't listen to this like it's a song, like, oh yeah, man, this sounds good. Yeah, power to the people. But you got to do something. I'm tired of hearing that power to the people. You have to do something now.
That's right.
He requires you. God ain't playing with us. That's why we dying. You understand?
Go.
You got something?
Right. The book of Psalms, chapter 94 and verse 16.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
You see that? He said, who will rise up against the evildoers? He said, who? Who gonna do it? Are you gonna do it? Because we doing it right now.
That's right.
We doing it right now.
Right.
I was on that side of the poster one time.
That's right.
Now I'm on this side.
That's right. That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm fighting for my people to stop hating each other.
No.
Do you understand? If we come together, it's not gonna be no more. It's not gonna be no more you being pulled. We got your back.
That's right.
We got your back. You understand? Get that in. That's it on that. All right, read that and get that in the Acts. You know what I want, right?
Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up against me against the workers of iniquity?
Against the workers of iniquity. He said, you know what iniquity is, right?
No.
Iniquity is sin. All right? Iniquity is sin. Sin is breaking God's commandments. All right? Get 4 and 34. 34.
No.
We as a people got to understand, without us together, we ain't nothing.
Right. That's right.
We ain't nothing. We have to come back together as a nation.
That's
All right? As a people. Read.
The book of Acts, chapter 4 and verse 34. Neither was there any among them that lacked.
You see that? Neither of them among them that lacked, meaning they didn't want for anything.
Right.
Watch this. Read.
For as many as were possessors of lands or houses sold them.
So if I had a lot of possessions, I'm like, I can sell this, and guess what? I can get the proceeds. Read. Watch what's happening. Read.
And brought the prices of things that were sold and laid them down at the apostles' feet.
So they laid it down at the leaders' feet. This is what the leaders are supposed to do. These pastors are not doing it. They reading out this Bible, but they're not doing what the Bible say do.
Right.
You understand? Read.
And distribution was made unto every man according as he had need.
You see that? According as he had need. So if you need something, if you had 7 kids, another guy had 5 kids, you would get more than him because guess what? You have more kids. You know what I'm saying? So everybody get taken care of. But we ain't doing that now because I'm looking at you like a nigga. You ain't my, I don't know you. We got songs called No New Friends. Nah, man. Nah, man.
Bring it out.
They come in and attack us through the songs, through drugs.
Right.
This is an attack on our nation.
Right.
He brought that earlier. What you saying, Nicholas Hills? Nicholas Hills don't look like this.
Right.
You, Edmund don't look like this. You ain't playing around in Edmund. They gonna kick your butt out of Edmund.
Right.
Cause guess what? We ain't gonna be like that. But guess what? We can do the same thing.
No.
Now we ain't playing that no more.
Right. That's right.
You have to be that light in the dark place.
Right.
You got to be the light. You can't depend on him, us. You got to do it.
Right.
Do you understand? Get that in Matthew 5. You have to do it.
No.
We got to stop depending on waiting on somebody else to do our clean up our house. We got to clean up our own house. Nobody's not gonna clean up your house for you.
Make it plain.
Read that. We got to stop playing with God. We got to stop and take it serious, brother. You understand what I'm saying? This is what we doing. I know you think this Bible is a game. I'm not saying that, but that's what our people think because we got a Bible. They think, oh man, they need some poems or they don't know what's going on. No, we do know what's going on.
That's right.
That's why we in the Bible because the Bible's spitting the truth.
That's right.
I'm gonna show you that. This Bible told you were an Israelite.
That's right.
Before you didn't even know what nationality was. So this Bible show you how powerful it is.
Right.
Because we're the ones who went through these curses, right? These people on this side went through the slavery, right? That's what the Bible just brought out to you. Read.
The book of Matthew chapter 5 and verse 14. Ye are the light of the world.
You see that? He said, ye are the light of the world. Read.
A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do man light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick and to give it light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men.
You hear that? He said, let your light shine before me. Let your light shine before me.
Right.
You gotta let your light. Let's get the light. Let's get the light. Proverbs 6 and 23. Proverbs 6 and 23. Do you know what the light is? What's the light? Come here. What's the light? Come here. What's the light? Jesus. Okay, well, we about to see what the light is according to the Bible, right?
Out.
Read. That's a safe answer. Jesus. That's everything. Everybody say Jesus. That's a safe answer. I like that answer though. But let's get a little more deeper. Read.
The book of Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp.
He said the commandment is a lamp. Read.
And the law is light.
And that's the law is light.
That's right.
That's what guides you in a dark place.
Right.
That light, the laws of God. Because guess what? I know how to deal with you. If you offend me, if we get into it, I know how to deal with you because of the Bible. It got laws in here, so we won't end up shooting each other. We can sit down and have that talk and say, brother, look, all right, I did do that. I'm sorry, my bad. Because the Bible tells you, it commands you to do that. And they say you got to grow in the fear of the Lord. Watch, read.
And reproofs of instruction.
From the top again.
For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life.
You see that? That's what we're doing right now. What we're doing right now for you, brother, is love. You might see like, damn, these brothers kind of tough on me. But guess what? It's love. We're trying to wake you up, shake you up out the sleep you in.
That's right.
You in some sleep. You in a deep sleep. Because you know why? You don't know who you are. You know who you are now. You don't know you got to keep the commandments to get to the kingdom. And you know what the kingdom is? Rulership.
That's right.
It ain't talking about no pie in the sky, brother. It's talking about rulership. That's what we want. And I ain't the crooks and love fighting over little corners. No, it's talking about this world.
Right. Right.
When Christ come back, we're gonna rule the world.
Right.
Do you understand how powerful that is? I don't know you know that. Because we so used to being down on ourselves. We don't have anything. So we can't imagine ourselves owning the world.
Right.
So you're looking at me like, I don't know. I don't know about that. Man, you're supposed to be having goop bus on your arms and you hear that. What you got? Yeah, keep on reading.
The book of Matthew chapter 5 and verse 16. Let your light so shine before man, that they may see your good works.
They may what? They may do what?
See your good works.
They may see your good works, brother.
Right here.
Do you understand that? They can see your good works. You have to do something. You have to keep the commandments. Hey, brother, do you deal with drugs or anything? You sell weed or you mess with weed or whatever? Leave it alone. Leave it alone. I'm telling you, leave it. I promise to you, it ain't gonna do you no good.
Right.
You get yourself together, we got your back. But you got to do something first.
Right.
You hear me? You got to do something first. I know we here now, you shaking your head, but the real test is gonna come when we leave.
Right.
That's the real test. When we leave, what you gonna do then? Because I hear you. You shake your head, yes, you're in agreement. The real test is gonna come when we leave.
That's right.
How you gonna follow up? Do you got one of our numbers? You know what I'm saying? You gotta be taking serious. Acts, you know? Read. Yeah, it's Ecclesiastes 4 and 9. Get there real quick. Because that's a good purchase this brought out. Get there real quick. Because we need everybody, not just me, not just him, not just, all of us need to be doing God's commandments in the faith of Christ. All of us. And guess what? It got to start with you. It got to start with you. Pedro, it got to start with you. Do you hear me?
Right.
You can't live like this forever. You can't live like this forever, man. Read.
The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 9. Two are better than one.
See that? God said two are better than one. That's logic. You get more things done with two people, more than one. Read.
Because they have a good reward for their labor.
You see that? You get more things accomplished when we come up under God's laws in the faith of Christ. Read.
For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
That's the point right there. So if you fall, we can help you. But guess what? But if you are on the outside doing your thing, guess what? The Most High told us not to deal with you like that. Do you understand that? We're not supposed to deal with you like that. If you don't want to listen, then guess what? You're going to fall by the wayside.
Right.
You either going to get on the train or you're going to get rolled over. You ain't never heard no preaching like this. This is the truth.
That's right.
You need to stop. Just because somebody say I'm a preacher don't mean they're a preacher.
Right.
They got to come with you with thus said the Lord. Out the scriptures, brother. That's how they ruling out. That's how they destroying our people right now. Because our people deceived in these churches. Nobody's getting truth. You understand what I'm saying, brothers? Nobody's getting truth.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.